Hello, this is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee. I am here with a design team video for scrapbooking with me. This video is one of it's my first tiny journal project for June, and this features the Let Freedom Ring kit and the 4th of July background collections. So, I am a Scrapbooking with Me design team member, and I love being on this team. When I applied to be on this design team last year, I don't know exactly what date I did it. I didn't think there was a chance in the world that I would get chosen for Edith's design team. I'm so thankful that I did. I've learned so much from working with the other designers. I absolutely love the Scrapbooking with Me kits. I love the retreats. I love their classes. I just love everything about it. So now, these are printed at 90%, and I print 2 sheets to a page. So a lot of people, when they print these are digital images, digital collections that you can print at home, which gives me the freedom to print them full size or smaller. So if I move the size down to 90%, I can fit 2 per page. And since this is a tiny journal project, I thought it would work really great to do these. These are a mixture of the 4th of July background collections and the Let Freedom Ring papers. Actually, I think these are all the 4th of July background papers. And I'm just going to leaf through here real quick. I'm going to use these on my little tiny journal. I've also pre-cut, fussy cut, all these super cute little characters. Look at them. Oh my goodness, they're so adorable. And they came in 2 different sizes. These were printed, I printed these on the full 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So these ones are already small, so I didn't need to shrink them down. So these are what I'm going to use to decorate my little pages in my tiny journal. And this is going to seem silly. I had a little paper bag, little mini journal pieced together, ready to assemble. And that was like on Wednesday, and I've misplaced it. And I'm looking at my recording area where I usually keep the stuff that I'm working on before I record, and I do not see it. I glanced in my garbage can that sits right over here off the side of my desk on the floor, and I do not see it in there. And I'm sure in a day or two I will lift something up. I don't know what, because everything that's out right now is pretty much on my desk all the time, but it's going to show up. It just didn't show up today. So I had to opt with a different plan. So what I did is I grabbed one of my little mini composition books. So this little composition book is going to be the base for my little tiny journal. And I won't have to make lined pages because the ones I don't decorate will be lined. 50 sheets. I don't think I'll decorate all of them. Maybe I'll sponge some of them or something. I don't know. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do here. I don't know what I want to do for a cover page. I'm going to leave that one out because that's a nice solid. And these were from the background pages. Ooh, I like those pretty florals. I might set that aside over here. Just kind of leafing through and see if I can find one that I want to use for the cover. I really like that one too. That one has florals. Just trying to see if there's one that's... I didn't need to print all of these. I did, and so I have all these pages I'll be able to do something else with. I'm not sure what at this point, but lots of fun little pages. I will use a lot of them on this project, I think. I love the gingham. If you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me say how much I like gingham. Like that. Not sure I want it for the cover, though. I might have to wait for the cover. I might even pull an image from another collection for the cover, but not right now. So, do you do something on the 4th of July? There is a parade. I don't remember if the parade in the mountain town is on the 4th of July or not. Boy, that just left my mind. Okay, so I'm going to skip the cover right now. I'm going to start figuring out what I'm going to do here. So I'm thinking, now I didn't try any of this out. So I think what I will do is when I want to cover a page, I will just put it in how I want it and glue it on and then cut around it. Does that make sense? Well, let's see. Here we go. And for this, because it's just gluing on this, I am going to use the Pioneer glue stick that is in the Scrapbooking with Me store. And it's photo safe, permanently bonds. So we'll try that. I probably better put something on my desk to keep it from getting all dirty though. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock and plop it down so I can glue. So I'm going to do the inside with the front cover right now, and I'm just going to be messy, and we shall see how this works. I think I'm just going to put it right here, and I might use that other piece. I want to leave a little on each edge because I don't know for sure that anything's completely straight. So, and if a little white shows, it's going to be okay. So I'll do that one, and then I'm just going to quickly trim around it because I want to get I needed some crafty time. I've been super busy with work. It is a fun time of year for me because I love my job, and my job gets even more exciting and adventurous. Not adventurous, but definitely a different kind of busy than during the school year. And I love it. However, it keeps me on my toes for sure. I think I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna skip that there. And I'm just gonna randomly start grabbing pages now because I don't want to put too much thought into it because there's a lot of pages here. So I want to try to get some of these set down. This one I think I'm going to do like this instead of the opposite direction, or I'll do it this direction instead of the way I did the other one. And then I will have to close it up, burnish it. Oh, that's why it's not working. I thought I didn't have it cut enough or glued enough, but that was the other piece of paper that I didn't use. Okay. And I'm just going to come in here, turn around this. There's probably a faster way to do this, but it's all right. I have some other great ideas. I had quite a few ideas come in with the papers I printed, but they weren't tiny journal ideas, so I'm setting those aside for a little bit. And I will, what did I do? because some of those other collections, oh wow. The other 4th of July collections that I showed you the other day, they are so pretty. This one's really pretty too. I mean, those. The papers that came, this is the red, white, blue, and grace. And beautiful, beautiful collection. But I didn't want to use those pages for this project. I wanted to do something else with those. So, and again, that was not a tiny journal project. So I opted to use these images from the 4th of July background pages instead of using the pages from the kit that had these in them. So, because I wanted to save those for a larger project, journal, mini album, something. Oh, and I did get my 4th of July, what was that, my 4th of July kit. I got the printable images that I already printed, and then I got the image, or the kit that came along with it. I have it over here. I've not opened it yet. I don't know if we're supposed to share what's on there yet, because some people who ordered it might not have theirs yet, so I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'm holding off on that, which means, of course, that I probably won't be the first one to post what's in that kit. I'll probably be a day late and $1 short, but I don't want to spoil the fun for somebody who's waiting to get their kit, because I don't like it when my fun is spoiled, when somebody reveals it. I guess I could put a big spoiler alert. Don't watch this video if you haven't already gotten your 4th of July kit or something along that line, but I'd just rather wait. Oh, I like that one too. So this is going to take a wee bit. I think I'm going to start skipping decorated, not decorated, decorated, not decorated, decorated. I'm going to start skipping a few more pages, or I'm not going to get very far on this. I'm trying to keep my videos a reasonable time. I'm 12 minutes in, I guess. I need to have like a clock right here where I don't have to look to see it, and keep me on track. Now, I like short videos, but I know a lot of people like long videos. So I don't know where the happy medium is. I know a lot of people who do lives do, 50-minute, 1 hour, 3 hour live videos. That is not anything I would ever have time to do, so I can't do that. And I don't know if you all would be bored with me, but I would be bored with myself if I did a 2-hour video. Like, seriously bored with myself. Because I like myself, but I really don't find myself interesting enough to listen to myself talk with nobody talking back for 2 hours. And I did do a live once with the ginger cat lady where we were on for a full hour. But as we crafted, she asked questions. She interviewed me. So the time passed by quickly because she was interviewing me. But, okay, decorated, not decorated, decorated, not decorated, decorated. I have no idea if I'm doing these in the right sequence that I wanted to. But hey, that's what I should be doing. I should be sticking this here when I glue. All right, that makes more sense. So I'm just going to get some of these on. Maybe I'll go from the front now. That one I want to use on the other side. Stick this one in here. One of my besties, we went on a cruise last year together, we've been chatting because we thought we were going to go on another crafting cruise in the fall of 2027, and that one's now changed to the fall of 2028. So now we're itching to go on a cruise. So I think we're going to try to get one booked for next year, and it won't be a crafting cruise, it'll just be a cruise. And which means we'll probably do a lot more of the on-ship stuff. We might go in, maybe do excursions, but I think we just want to explore the ship and relax. Maybe do some of the spa things, do some hot tubbing, see a few shows, the stuff we didn't do because we were on a crafting cruise and didn't want to miss out on the crafting. So stay tuned. We went to Alaska last time. I think this time we might go somewhere. If it's in the fall, we might go somewhere tropical. We don't want to go to New England because that's where our next cruise is supposed to be, our one in 28. I'm a planner. I like to plan things out way ahead of time. I like to know what I'm doing. 2028 is a little even further than I plan, but if I knew when it was, I would be booking it right now. If I could book the 2028 one, I would do it right now and get things in motion so that I could get it paid for and start planning out all the details. And my bestie, my traveling bestie, my crafty trip bestie, we do a lot of fun stuff. And she is the organizer. Once we book something, she starts checking out where we're going to stay. She'll start checking out what are we going to do besides the event we're going to, or what are we going to do, where are we going to go for sightseeing, are we going to eat here, are we going to eat there. She just plans it all out. She's like my own personal travel planner. I love it because with my job, I don't always have time to do a lot of that research. Okay, I'd have more time to do that research if I didn't want to craft all the time. But I don't have to take the time to do all that research because she does it for me. And then she runs it all by me and we decide, yes, we'll do that, or yeah, we won't. And I'm pretty much the easy one. I usually just go with whatever she wants to do. She has an idea. If there's something special that she wants to do, I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do that. If there's somewhere special she wants to eat, yeah, sure, let's eat there. And I always like to do some crafty shopping if possible. So we try to plan that out. Where can we go? Are there any scrapbooking stores? Are there any stamping stores? Are there any planning companies nearby? So we try to make the best of our trips. I like photo opportunities. I like taking pictures of the sites. That's not really as much her thing as it is mine. But she tolerates me. She knows the things I like to do. And she'll go along with my stuff sometimes. I feel like there's two pieces here. There's not. Do you like to travel? Do you like to travel on crafty trips? I love to go on retreats. Retreats are one of my favorite things. Crafty retreats are one of my favorite things. Self-help trips, that kind of thing, those aren't really my favorite retreats. But I love to go on retreats. I love to craft on retreats. I love to read when I'm crafting. If I don't feel like crafting, I always take a book or have a book on my device so I can read. I like to just kick back and relax. And when we go on a crafting retreat, we do usually have that time set aside to just craft or plan or hang out with crafty friends. And it's really, really nice. I haven't been able to hang out with my planning friends that I've met over the years for quite a few years now. I think the last time was it Dallas? Was it Dallas the last one? I think it was. It was in 2024. No, I think it was Dallas in 2024. And I would love to see some of those friends, but it doesn't look like that one It didn't, the one we go to didn't happen this year or last year. So I'm hoping it's going to happen again. We should have had one this spring and it didn't happen. So I'm hoping that they'll do that again, because that one's the one that, I don't know, I really feel that one. Like, I really feel like I get a lot out of that one. I get to see people I only see at that conference. I miss some of my planning buddies. I miss a lot of my planning buddies, I should say. And I wish, I mean, I could get together with some of them, but it's nice to see a whole bunch of the people that I want to see in one busy event. But it's still, I don't know, I hope that planning conference comes back. It's called Go Wild. And I miss the event. The event was always a lot of fun. The activities during the event. But mainly seeing all my planner friends. I really do miss that. So if you happen to be one of my planner friends from Go Wild, wish we could get together and do something. Some of my planner friends have other conferences they go to, but they're usually during the school year, or it's not cost prohibitive, or it's cost prohibitive for me to fly to them. I would love to go to some of the events, but they're like one-day events, and I can't fly to Chicago or California, or I really don't fly anywhere for just a one-day event, so that kind of cuts those out. I could have pre-cut these pages, or pre-cut these papers, but then it would have been harder to put them on. But getting closer. I'm going to not count as many. I'm just going to start doing some. Just grab a few pages, do it like that. Should have been a faster way to do this. So tell me, do you use glue sticks, or do you stick with tape guns or other adhesives? I don't use glue sticks a lot, but Miss Edith says this is the bomb. So that's what I've been using. And it does seem to work pretty well. I just don't trust glue sticks to stay. So I'm hoping this doesn't all fall apart on me. But I don't think it will. So the summer school program I'm a part of is already 2 weeks into the program. And that 2 weeks has flown by. We have a 6-week program, and I know I'm going to blink and we'll be to the last week. And then I'll blink again. It'll be the last day. And that makes me somewhat sad, because I really do love the program. Now this is going to be, oh, it's getting so thick. I don't know what to do about that. It's going to get thicker too. It's going to end up being like this. But that's okay, right? Yes, yes, it must be. I need to make me not go so close to the middle, but it's too late now because I've already done it. Go just slightly. I won't go quite all the way in. Try that. It's a little late, but look at that. I totally missed. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't like that saying. I rarely say that, but I just did. So I can't say I never say it then, because I just said it. a couple more in, do a few more of these, and then we'll start doing some layering. I did not bring out any flowers or anything, so I didn't bring out any ribbon. Am I going too far down? I probably am getting off the camera here. Hopefully I put it in the right place this time. So these designs are really fun. Now those lines are going the wrong direction, but it's all right. Because if you look close, these lines are going this way. But I think that the lines from the paper are showing through, because I don't think this is grid paper. No, it's not. The lines of the paper are showing through, so it looks more like a graph paper page. That's kind of cute. That's kind of a... Uh-oh. Yikes. Oh no. Yeah, so I have a little bit of glue there. I need my, what's it called? Where is it at? This. Oh my gosh. Did you see what I just did? I just dumped this powder out all over. Epic fail. Okay, I'll admit that's kind of funny. That was not the best move there. This is Creative Memories. It's like a dusting powder, but I didn't take this part off. I just opened the whole dang thing. So what I was gonna do was just put a little on here so that glue will no longer stick. Instead, I made a big old mess of myself. That was fun. Okay, so back to crafting now that I got my mess cleaned up. Oh my goodness. This could be a bloopers video. But hey, after a busy week, I'm getting some crafting time in, so it's all good. Just gonna do a couple more and we'll start decorating. I can't decide, should I decorate the pages? Should I decorate the pages that I put paper on, or should I decorate the ones that I haven't? That was a good question. Should have brought some washi out too. Folding this did not work at all. This really seemed like a good idea, but I didn't think it through. Oh well, I think it'll still turn out cute. I may have to finish it off camera. I'm going to give it like another 5 minutes and we'll see how much I get done. I don't think I'm going to finish it because I want to do some fun stuff. And I'm just getting the base done. I could have done part of the base beforehand. Okay, so I think I'm going to quit there. I could do one more. I guess I will do one more. One more page. So this one here. And then we'll see what we can do for decorating. Don't know whether I'm going to decorate. Which part I'm going to decorate. Haven't decided. Figure that out later. Now, somebody said I should always like do everything off camera or do a lot of prep work so I can finish a project in one video. I don't know that that's me, because again, I can't do hour-long videos, so I don't know that finishing a project is going to be something that I can do on a regular basis, unless it's really, really like a card. Doing a journal or a mini album, maybe some elements for a journal or elements for a mini album, but to actually complete a whole project in one video, I don't think that's me. So I'll do my best if that's what's necessary, but if I absolutely have to do that, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to participate. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's powder all over my spine from making a mess. So now nothing will probably stick here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to put something, a pretty one on here. So I think that's what I'll put on the cover, and I'm only going to start it right there. So I'm going to put this right here, and I'm only going to do right to that black stuff, the binding tape or the gaffer tape or whatever you call that. And then I'm carefully, I want the red, white, and blue to show. So I'm just going to put it right there like that. And I'm going to rub that off again, because I don't want that. I might put something, maybe I'll put ribbon right there. Don't want that to stick too much, so I'm going to get this on here. I think it'll work. Okay, speaking of retreats and crops and craft days, I'm going to ask you a question. If you go to retreats, if you go to scrapbooking days, if you go to crafting days, planner days, whatever, and you're working on stuff, do you mainly sit and work and like have headphones on and maybe a video on? Or do you talk with the other people? Do you have chit-chatty conversations with, see, isn't that going to be cute? Now I need the backside. Go. I think that's going to be my backside. Do you visit, or do you just totally focus on the work you're doing? I'm just curious. When I first get to a craft day or a scrapbooking retreat, or a crafting retreat, whatever you want to call them, or a day crop, I probably spend at least an hour. On a day crop, I probably spend at least an hour before I start doing anything. Just walking around, talking to people I haven't seen since the last one, visiting, asking how the kids are doing, looking at what everybody else is working on. On a multi-day retreat, I'd probably spend the whole first evening just visiting before I actually start working on anything. So it's not the most efficient way to craft at a thing, but I can craft at home. I go to things like crops and retreats so I can interact and visit my crafty friends and get to know people and share ideas. So I'm probably one of the more social people at retreats and crops. And my friend is my crafty bestie, my bestie in general. She is not a super social person. When we go to retreat, she would like to just stick to business and do her thing. So, okay, how cute is that? There's the front cover. feel like my light's getting dimmer. They're still on, so, okay. How cute is that going to be? Super cute. Okay, let's decorate a few pages. Do I have any red washi tape out? I do not. None close by. Oh, I do have a piece. I do have one piece I can pull out real quick. We'll add some sparkle just because that one's handy. I have a ton of 4th of July and patriotic. I'm going to not put that on right now. I'll probably put that washi right there. Okay, do I want something right here on the front of this? Do I want to use something out of here? Or do I want to... I think I'm going to leave it blank right now. Okay, so I'm just going to go in. Is that the front? Yes, that's the front. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and see what I want to put. If I want to put one of these here, or if I want to wait and use a larger image. I think I'll wait and put one of the larger images on here. So then I'm going to go through trying to decide, do I want these things on here? I think I do, because I think I want to leave these pages for actual journaling. So I think I will just take some pieces and do I want to tear them with my ruler, or do I want to, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I think I'm just going to use my decal trimmer. Nope, I think I'm just going to tear. Okay. And you can see that I am not distressing. I don't know why I'm not distressing, because I like to distress, but I'm not doing that. I'm not putting pockets in this one because we need to keep it fairly flat so it will open and close. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put that in there like that. Then I'm going to find an image to pop on top of it. I think I can finish this, but I'm not going to do it all in one sitting. I think I'm going to end this video, or this part of the video, here. And then I will do another video later finishing this. And I will clip them together so that you can watch this all in one video. But it will be long if I do it that way. So I'm not sure. I might not. I might do part 1 and part 2. Which I do, and I guess maybe I'm not supposed to do it that way. But with my schedule, it's what works best. So I might just have to do it that way and hope it works. We'll see. So if I don't pause for a minute and come right back to finishing this, then you'll know that I decided, oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? It's super cute. Super cute. And I think I'm just going to keep on using this glue stick. Ah, I got extra scrap stuck in my thing. Okay. And I'm not layering. I'm not 3D bumping. I'm just going with it. Okay, so how cute are those going to be? This would be a lovely gift for a little girl where they could write in it. So let's, oh, I did 2 red pages. I did that same print in a row. Shame on me. Okay. So now let's, I think I need anything on that one. Where's another one of my scraps that I want to use? And a darker piece. I have a blue piece. I feel like a little kid using this glue stick. It's just not really my thing, but there we have it. Okay, should we stick here? Should we stick one of our dudes? Do I have a dude? Oh, I only have one single boys. I don't have any of them together. So which one do I want to use? I think I like the way he's aiming. Alright, so this is going to be the last piece I'm going to put in, because I don't want to take too long. So I'm just going to stick him here. And I will add other pieces, but for now, there's my front, there's my back. There's the first decorated page. I may add some stickers or something to the journaling pages. And I'm just going to keep going through in the next video and decorating these more. I may grab some images from another collection, maybe even this one. But I may grab some images from one of the other 4th of July or patriotic collections to decorate this. And it's already going to get chunky. Can you see that? It's probably going to be this fat by the time I'm done with it. Okay, thanks for stopping by my channel. This is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee. Again, this is the Let Freedom Ring. That's these guys. All these embellishments are Let Freedom Ring. And these are all the 4th of July backgrounds. So I'll put links to those in the description of the video, along with the names and the channel names of the other design team members. And I will put links to the Scrapbooking with Me store and the Scrapbooking with Me Etsy shop. So that's the nice thing about digital images. There is still time to order and get these printed in time to work on them for 4th of July. If you're ordering online, physical products, if you ordered them now, you might not even have them in time to craft with for the 4th of July. But because they're printable, if you have a printer, you can order the printable kits, and boom, you can print them and start crafting right away. So thanks for visiting my channel. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want, and share a video if you feel like it. Otherwise, just give me a thumbs up, let me know you saw it, and have a great day, night, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. See you the next time. Happy crafting. All right, so where were we? I did finish up putting different pages in here. I do have a few more to finish, so let's get that done right now. I'm going to try to keep it simple somewhat. Need to find my little piece of scratch paper. Do that. Okay, so I'm just going to find some pieces to fill in now on these pages. Meanwhile, I did cut a few flowers. I cut a few more pieces of ephemera up there. And I found some patriotic washi tape. So that's all going to be part of this. I did do a few pages using some of the washi tape. I haven't done anything with the flowers. I'm not sure. I'm 100% sure I'm going to use the flowers, but if I want to use them, they'll be there. And I'm just going to start grabbing a few things to finish this up. I think I want that. Well, I guess that's where I have it, so it's going to be right there, even though it's not quite where I wanted it. Okay. So that wasn't very good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to do another page here. Then I'll come back and trim them. Get this in here again. Push that scrap away. Do it again with another page. Trying to not not make this video too long by cutting some out. So if it seems a bit choppy, it's because I cut a few parts out as I was doing it to make it faster, or I'm going to cut a few pages out to make it faster. We shall see. Use that one. I like that one with Liberty Bell. Burnish that down. Okay. Oh no, wrong one. Well, I like this one with the stars. We'll call it good, right? That's pretty funny. Not gonna matter there. Okay. So now I have another one I can do right here. And this one I can do the Liberty Bell, because I'm going to pay attention this time, right? Okay, I just have a couple more. And then we'll be done with this part, and I can finish the embellishments and try to make it pretty. How did I do that last one? I think I did the last one like that, so I'll do this one like this. I love this vintagey pretty piece here for sure. And remember, these collections I'm using are the Let Freedom Ring and the 4th of July backgrounds. I think earlier I said the wrong thing. I think I said red, white, blue, and grace. But that's not in this project. It'll be in another one, but it's not in this one. So sometimes I print multiple projects out, multiple kits out, and then I forget a little bit as to what I'm working on. Not the smartest, but that one. Do this one. So there'll be about equal amount of just journaling pages. No, don't do that. With just journaling pages with lines and the decorated pages. So it'll still be a useful little notes book. Maybe use it as a shopping list book or a password book or anything like that. Anything you need a cute little notebook for. Okay, I think I have one more, and then we'll be done with this part, and I can just trim those edges off. And then we'll be ready to go with decorating. Decorating more, I should say. So now, which one do I want to finish with? Finish with this one, or not finish, because this isn't going to be the end. This is going to be a couple pages in from the end, but and I did notice when I was doing others on this that I had to glue the very corners in a little bit more. So I'll check that out as I'm doing this. Okay, so now it's time to trim, and I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start here. I think I will start with, there goes my glue. I think I'll start with just going across the edge here, getting that piece out of the way, and I can use that for another thing maybe later. Once again, I'm probably going to have an abundance of paper of printed designs left over, that I should try to make some fun project with, but I don't know that I will. I've been a little bit harder on myself because I used to save every scrap. And I've done that with, before I ever started using digital kits, I would save pieces just in case I ever needed them, especially more expensive collections. And then I find that 6 years later I pull them out and I've never done anything with them. So I'm trying to be a little bit less likely to save papers that I may never use. I'd like to have a little cluster book of just pieces like this that I could use for other projects, but I tend to just not use them, so that doesn't really make sense to just keep them when I'm never going to use them. But never say never, right? Because I might. Okay, when I fold this book back, you're going to see that there are a lot of pages that are a little wonky, and I think that's okay. I'm going to be okay with that because I'm just not going to stress. It's supposed to be junky, which means no, doesn't have to be perfect, right? That might be one that I have to glue again. Nope, that's just a separate page. It's really hard to see this white. I should probably cut it the other way, but I'm going to have to trim at the top because I've had to pull a lot of those off. This part's going to go fast. Fairly. And just a few more here. We'll be done, and we can go to the fun part. Or the more fun part, I should say. Okay, now I'll do these. This is a little bit harder for me because I'm at totally the wrong angle here. It's like cutting with a left-handed scissor or something. I'm not very good at this strange angle, but we'll get it. I love these little composition books from the Dollar Tree. I think they are so much fun. I have never, oh, I guess I did craft with them before. I made just some little covered notebooks with them before, but I've never like dug in and done this type of stuff with it. All right, so get rid of all these scraps. All right, so this is what we have so far. Oh, and remember, oh my goodness, I might have put those upside down. I did put that pretty glittery washi on the front. Oh, it's stuck there. No. Evidently I had a little excess glue. Okay, so I did that on the front. So, and then we'll just go through and start decorating some of the pages. Okay, I didn't do anything with this one as far as putting in a little guy on it or something. Or maybe I'll just use washi. I'm probably going to run out of little people. And I don't know what I want to put on the front. Which one would be a good front one? That would be cute. This one would be super cute for the front. To think about that. So on here, let's just grab one that I don't know that I want to use for the front. and use that as one of the, just one of the little him down here, looking at it like this. I love these little kid images. They're so cute. Not doing too much fancy. I could put a little bit of washi across there maybe to dress it up a little bit. Not going to worry about it being straight. Not going to worry about anything. Just kind of cut it at an angle. Just to give a little more interest. And that's all I'm going to do on these pages. There's the last one. See, I used that boy twice in a row. So, not the best idea. This one I have the pretty flowers, so I think I'll put a girl on it. I think I'll do... Ooh, that might be a good one for a front too. I think I'll just put this little girl down here. I'm going to put her right down there like she's on the edge because she doesn't have any feet. That may have been how I printed it, or it might be the way it was. I'm not sure. Land of the Free. This was some old washi tape I had. Really like that. Maybe here. I don't want to cover that up. Don't want to do another board right there. I think I might want this for one of the covers too. Those will already have sayings on them, so I don't want to do that. So let's see. I might want to use that one for a front or that one. So yes, I'll put. I just used the girl, so I need the boy. Put him right there. Well, that was not right. Okay. I think I'll just use some washi on this one. I think I'll use a piece of this. And again, I'm not really worried about how it's torn. And maybe a piece of this too. Just kind of slightly overlap it. Tear this one. That one I think I'll just leave. This one definitely needs something. Oh, excuse me. Let's just, maybe one of the bigger ones. Let's just stick that little bench on this one. I think I like that. I put tape on there already. I used tape on that one. I think I'm going to leave that one. It looks pretty good the way it is. I might come back and add more to these. But for right now, I kind of like that one just the way it is. This one, I definitely want something. Another kid, perhaps. Let's put her right there. And once again, I did not burnish or did not distress the edges on these. She's pretty cute too. Should she be on the cover? I think I really want her on a cover. Maybe not on the back cover, so I could put her here. That piece wants to break off there, that little flag. I might grab some of another collection. I think it might be I can't remember which collection. It has little tiny sayings on little, can't think of it. Little like address label size, a small address label size like that. It has cute little patriotic sayings. I may grab some of those to use in this too. Let's see. This one I think I'm going to put, I really like this tape a lot. My tape's old, so I'm going to put that here. Just tear it. I'm not worried that it's not quite all the word there. Just adding it for a little interest. Might put something else here later. I'm going to come back because if I have extra embellishments, what did I say? I want this one for the back, that one for the front. I think so. Does this guy look pretty cute right there? Yep, he will. What should I put on this page with the Liberty Bell? I'll just do that. Maybe I'll do two. Uh-oh. Didn't quite get that piece torn. Boy, this is not what I usually use to tear washi, and it's showing. I usually use a little, like so they're called washi cards, and they're meant for trim washi. I don't have one right on my desk, so I'm not going to use that. Uh-oh. See? Look what I did. That doesn't make me happy. But I'm not sure I can pull these up without tearing the paper. Nope, I can't pull them without tearing the paper, so I'm going to find something to cover them a bit. I'll trim out one of these banners really quick. Maybe just that one. I am not very talkative right now. I think I'm all talked out. So I apologize for that. But you probably are happy to not hear me chit-chatting the whole time. But I can't just sit here and craft. I don't know. I could. But I feel like when I'm recording, I should at least be saying something. And I guess probably it's not anything really worthwhile. But sometimes I have good ideas, right? Sometimes I have fun things to share. I'm sure you get tired of me hearing about my job. I love my job. I don't know if something happens to my job. I guess I would probably still work in the schools in some capacity. But I don't know that I'll ever have a job that I love as much as I love this one. And I fully want to do what I do until, I'd like to work till I'm 67, which is about 6.5 years from now. God willing, that's what I'd like to do. So we shall see. Time will tell. And hopefully when I'm 67, I'll still be able to craft. Okay, that breaks that up a little bit. Not really, but we'll call it good. Could put a little piece of the game tape across there too to cover that up. I might be getting too much stuff on here. That's really busy. This one I don't think needs anything, but I might come back because I'm running out of kids here. I've got lots of girls. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm going to run out of little people. Okay, so I'm not going to put little people on this one then. A little person, I should say. Put one on here. Not that one. I'll just put her again. Now I could print off more, but I might just leave room for some other embellishments. Didn't work very well. Did I get any glue on that piece? Evidently not, so I'm going to grab a little bit of this glue. Keep that little spot down a little better. Evidently I've cut something down a little bit more on this. Can I get it up without tearing? Yes, kind of. It'll work. This one needs something, so I think I'll put this on there. Now, hindsight, now that I'm done, I just should have just run these through the Xyron. That would have been much easier than what I'm doing with this. It would have been easier, but it would have been less messy than a glue stick. Okay, 2 more. So, put that little girl there. I love the detail in these. Can you see their little tiny sneakers? How cute are those? Super cute. Okay, one more. So let me find one more page that needs something. That one might work. I think I will do this one. Make sure there's nothing up here that's really empty. Go ahead and, yep, I think I'll put those guys right there. And then we'll be done with the inside pages, unless I decide later to do something to the journaling pages. How smart was that? Not very, right? Just pick up the wrong end of the glue stick. Not my brightest move today. Probably not my worst, though. I've had a day. Okay, so we got that. Super cute. I think I do want to put a piece of washi on the back. I'm not going to do a lot. I did these flowers, but I'm not sure that we're going to need them. I don't think we're going to need them. I might come back. I might revisit this another time, but for now, I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. I would like something on that cover, though. I think. Something right there. That will work. I already did that back cover. Weird. I didn't realize that. Okay, now with this washi, I'm not sure how it's going to stick on there, so I am going to do a glue line. Sometimes you need a little glue to make sure the washi will stick. So I'm just going to do a little glue line right there before I put this washi down. There might be a little oozing, so I will get rid of that. This just helps make sure the washi stays put, and it usually works pretty well. There we go with that. Now, oh no, see, I think I want her right there because she's like almost running through the flowers. I think I'll go with this one. I wanted this one for the cover, so I think that's what I'll do. And again, this project's done after I put these few things on, but that doesn't mean I won't look at it later and say, like a week later, or when I pull it out the next time and go, oh no, I should have added this. But for now, this is going to be as done as it's going to get. Love that. I don't know if I want to use that. So let me think. Now I'm going to go grab another kit real quick. I can find it. I think I'm going to use some of these. So they're a little bit big, so I'm going to have to trim off the edges. Let me see here. I just realized these might be from the Land of the Free collection. No, that's Red, White, and Blue. Freedom Ring. That's one. Let's see if I have something in this one. Can't get that open. I think I'm going to use some of these. This I'm going to use for something else. I'm going to use these partially because they're on sticker paper and that'll make it easier. I think I will do on this back one. Home of the Free because of the Brave. I think that's what I'll do. So And I shouldn't need anything but the sticker sheets. These are on sticker paper, so I shouldn't need anything else on this. So I'm just going to trim this out really quick. And a couple other things, and these will be the finishing touches to this. This is going to be literally the longest video I've ever done by the time I put the first and second part together into one video. And that's all right, right? That's okay. So I think this will be on the back. Just put it right there. Okay. Don't know if I'll put anything up here. Ooh, yes, I want that America right there. And you can see when I fussy cut, I'm not trying to be precise, especially when I'm going so long in this video, but I apologize for that. And again, this was from these are from the red, white, blue, and grace kit. So I've used 3 different kits in here. And that's okay, because that's the joy of having a lot to choose from. They all had elements I really liked. I'll be doing more with a couple of these. I think this will be probably be my last one from the Let Freedom Ring, because I don't have that many more papers left. I don't think. I might. I'll have to look. So this is kind of fun. The Tiny Journal Challenge isn't put on by Scrapbooking with me. I can't at this point remember who it's put on by, but I just thought this would make a really cute tiny journal. So that's why I wanted to do this little mini composition book. Okay, so now let's see what else we can put in here. We could put little things. I might use some of those labels on this, but for now, just kind of trying to find some stuff to add to these to make them a little more interesting. So let's do some. These designs are just amazing. There's so much to love in these. That there, I might add more. Does this guy need anything? Let's give him a little star maybe. See if I want over here. I think I want it right there. Okay, let's put that there. This one I like just the way it is because I already did washi on it. This one's okay. This one needs something. I think this one could use the little barn. Oh, and another announcement I want to make is there is going to be, if you didn't participate in the first virtual retreat that we did a couple months ago, Miss Edith hosted it, and we did an awesome journal in it during it. There will be another one that's coming up in a couple of months. It goes on sale. It'll already be on sale because it hits the shelf. It hit the shelf on the 21st, so that was this morning. So it will be, you'll get all the digital kits you need for it. You'll get a real physical kit to use with it, like an actual real life in your hand, get mailed to your kit. And the last one was super fun. I prefer in-person retreats, but that's not always possible, so I didn't get to. So virtual retreats are fun. I've done some with other companies too, not just Miss E. I think the virtual retreats really started with COVID. That's when I first started doing them. Okay, I definitely need something on this one. I think the eagle. I don't know. I think I want to leave that for now. This one's fine. I think that one's fine too. I think I'll leave that one too. Getting to where they don't need a whole lot. This one needs something. I really don't know if I could go back to just simply crafting with pre-printed papers that come in a kit with just so many pages, and if you want more of one page, you have to order a whole new kit. I've gotten so spoiled with digital printable kits. I just love the flexibility of being able to print them in whatever size I want, being able to print as many things as I want. And Scrapbooking with Me has so many things in their shop. So many fun things to choose from. I think I might have just cut off part of something. Well, okay. Where do I want it? I'll just put it right there. No rhyme or reason. Okay, he's good. This one's good. I think. Nope. We need the Let Freedom Ring with that Liberty Bell there. So, have you been to Washington, D.C.? Have you ever seen some of these sites? Somebody that I went to said the Liberty Bell was actually way smaller than they expected it to be in person. It was way smaller. You think it's huge, and it was not huge. And I think that person even sent me a picture, but I can't really remember now. We'll put the eagle up here. This was a perfect little set to use for these embellishments because I don't have to glue them. They're a great size for doing what I want to do. And we'll just get this done. And actually, when I see how long this video is going, I think I might have to this might actually be 2 parts. I might just publish the first part and then publish the second part after it, so it's 2 videos, because this is going to be like an hour and 20 minutes. That's a lot. But I'll decide that later. Okay, so I think that's where I'm going to end. As soon as I do this last couple pages. And I will be back probably with at least 1 or 2 more 4th of July-ish patriotic projects before the end of June. And I may even sneak a few in July. Just because I'm all about the patriotic stuff. Like her just the way she is. Boy, you know what? I don't think I'm even going to clean off my desk when I'm done. I think this mess is just going to stay here all day. Because I am kind of done. Done, 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 done. I think I'll just leave that. Leave that one. I think I'm done. Okay, so it's a big old mess. This is my little tiny journal. And it is just full of fun things. And you could journal in it. You could use it for an address book or whatever. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee. I hope you enjoyed this fun little project. I will be back with more. Hit the like button if you want, and subscribe if you haven't, or just give me a thumbs up so I know you were here. And I'll talk to you again soon. This is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee, saying happy crafting.